Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaum. Singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat, Ronald Acuña Jr. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation. Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And a pitch. Ground ball left side. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
He's in there. He's safe.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
This is Bryson's stop.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Left-hand hitter waits. Turner runs. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Bryce Harper stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Silson picks over, and Turner's back in. Man at second. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Righty delivers. That one finds the zone. And the count 1 and 2. Ground ball up the middle. Rogers gathers and throws to first. Harper retired. And time now for the Phillies lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Alec Bohm.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus, batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Two outs. And ball 1. And he deals.
That's the ball.
Swings and misses. 2-2. That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. Back here with my pal Siggy, and starting this one, Mick Abel.
Well, Brooks, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
0-1 down. Yeah, there's a ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
A wind and the pitch. That one in the dirt. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The 2-2 on the way. And another ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. And there's 1 down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Yoan Moncada.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Brendan Rodgers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Rodgers, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2015. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Ronald Acuña Jr. at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now batting Mike Trout. Pitch out, but no action. Acuña, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pickoff throw. Acuña dives back in. And a 1-1. Bounced out to short. Turner. They take the force out, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Silson back to work. Bounce to the left side. Throw on to Olsen. One up, one down. And now it's Alec Bohm. In there for strike one.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
There's the strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. Hard hit left side. On to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Two outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, and now Matt Olson up to hit.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Kicks and deals. Fly ball down the line. Marsh running hard. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Got him. 1 out. Here is Yoan Moncada. Now fly ball to right center. Moniak sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 7th. The designated
Now
hitter.
here's Jake Bauers. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Line drive caught. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. And the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
There's a swing and a miss.
You know, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. One down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it. And that's outside. And that's down and away.
3-2.
And that's ball 4.
The bat, number 7.
Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And that one wrapped foul. Kisner, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. Top of the third, no score. Next one misses, ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Righty to the plate. Out towards right center field. Dives and he can't hang on. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
So 2 down, Bryce Harper to the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Bryce swings and drives one deep to right. That's well hit, and it's off the top of the wall. The run scores from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
2 outs, runner on first. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And he can't make the play. No throw. That's an error. And everyone is safe.
The right fielder, number 21, Mickey.
So 2 on with 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Mickey Moniak. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Pitch in the dirt, and a count 1-2. The Phils trying to break this one open here in the finale of this 4-game set. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Harper rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 3-zip.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
First and second, 2 down. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Popped in the air, left field. Corrals it, and that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, now the left fielder, Jared Kellner.
The left fielder.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Close, but called the ball. And now 2-0. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
So here's Murphy now.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
In the air, right side. Squeezes it.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Jonathan India.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering way off the plate. Double play ball to second. Stop. They get 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Josh Bell. Silseth back to work. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Bell, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. The pitch. And now 2-2.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Now he launches a throw over his head. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Rojas stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. That one at the knees for a strike. One down, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there.
New pitcher for the Braves, DJ Hers.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Andrew Kiz, runner on the go. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there, didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
And here it comes.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Runner goes again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's a 2-1. Late with the swing there. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Fly ball to right. Acuña has it sized up. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 4-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Trea Turner now. That's in there, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
No.
Just outside. Yeah, the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Rips one to right. And base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The batter number 5.
That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
2 outs, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. Ripped, but it curls foul.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Two outs. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and it drops in. The run comes in to score from second. It's 5-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Harper now. He swings and fouls one off. Stop. Leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. At the belt and fires. And now 1-2.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Wouldn't chase that time. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. They put 2 on the board, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Brendan Rodgers. The pitch. That one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bounced up the middle. Trea Turner gloves it, and he's safe at first.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Jr.
You know?
Yeah, no question. Ronald Acuña Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, and that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And a pitch. Bounce to third. Has some trouble with it. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's Mike Trout. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. In the air, right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here is Matt Olson. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball, and it gets by him. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. It's 5-1, and now a wide throw to third.
Well, letting the ball get by you right there and roll all the way to the outfield, it's embarrassing and frustrating, but when it leads to a run scoring as well, you're kicking yourself, no doubt. That's going to stick with them for a little bit.
And now Yohan Moncada flied to right his first time. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. The Braves down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Two on, 1 out. They say when.
1-2.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Nabs it.
The designated hitter, number 9, Jake Bauers.
So they're at the corners now. And next for Atlanta, Jake Bauers. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Harper has a beat on it. Brings it in, and that's the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. The wide to kick the pitch. And that's too high. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Domingo Germán up and throwing. Enoa getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. Fouled off to the right. Kicks and fires. That one missed. And a good eye there. That one drilled left field. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
And now for the Phillies, Mickey Moniak. 1 for 2. This one in the air center field. Trea brings it in. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So a man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And Acuña able to make the grab. Josh Bell at the plate
bat,
now.
Number 9, designated hitter, Josh Bell.
That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. His 12th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 7-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
A new arm into the game. The righty, Waskari Noah.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Outside.
1
1-1.
1 strike.
And another ball. Got it. Third out, but the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's 7-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Jared Kelenic.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Suarez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Walker getting loose as well. The 0-1. And a foul ball. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now
he's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Sean Murphy.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Jonathan India at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And he deals. And a foul ball. Going 2 now. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Rogers up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
That's to 3rd. Gloves it on the dive. Gathers and throws, and it beats him. What a play.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back here in Atlanta, here's Andrew Kisner.
The catcher, Andrew Kisner.
The pitch. There's a strike. Into center. Trout settles under it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Trea Turner. 1 for 3.
Turner.
That to right. Acuña after it. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, number 5. Second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth.
Yes.
Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Fought off foul. And the righty deals.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Braves 1. Bottom of the sixth inning, and here is Ronald Acuña Jr.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuña. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while. He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And down on strikes he goes. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Wow, short work to Sidney Packett to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here's Trout having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
1 down, base is empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman.
Here's Matt Olson.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Trout, the base runner at first with 1 out. That clips a corner.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Left-hand hitter waits.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Tosses to first, and Olson is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. That one at 95, missed up top, and that is ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is outside.
2-0.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Trout flying around third. He will score. It's 7-2.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at first, Jake Bauers. Next up for the Braves. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The Phillies leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 pulls that one foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mick Abel departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Suarez. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Suarez.
Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. And takes low for ball 1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Misses inside, and the count is 2-0. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Moniak going back on this one. Caught just shy of the wall. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's 7-2. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And a pitch. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1. Back when they started construction on Truist Park, Freddie Freeman and Hank Aaron laid down ceremonial bricks. But the first brick was put down by Eustace Morris. He's the same person who laid the first stones for Old Fulton County Stadium and Turner Field. Inside, and it hit him.
Boog, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Moniak in the box now as he leaves that one up high. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee preparing to come on if needed. Wilson also throwing. Marsh over at first with 1 away. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-0.
Like you said, Boog, the Braves have really done a great job of honoring their history here at Truist Park. When they had their first game, Hank threw out the first pitch to former manager Bobby Cox, and they both have statues in Monument Garden.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Outside. So now 3-2. Runner takes off, battling here as he fouls it away. Right-handed reliever gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Boom. In the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. That one is upstairs.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And that just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Here's a 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. One out. Runners at first and second. Just missed.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Josh Bell. He's already homered here in this one. A little bit low. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Here's Bell with a blast deep to right. That one back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. So they strand a pair. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 7 and the Braves 2. Bottom of the 7th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. Suarez in his 7th season, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Ball 1, no strikes. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Miguel Castro getting loose out there. Curtis also getting ready. And now the lefty. Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. The throw to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting second baseman Jonathan India.
So the batting order turns over. Jonathan India next up for the Braves.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Popped up right side. Harper has a beat on it. And makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Rogers stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
The wind of the pitch. In the air, left side. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. You'll take those blue hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
So 2 down. Now in for the Braves. Ronald Acuña Jr. gets the call. It's 0-1. Two outs. That's outside. And the count is 1-1. And here it comes. That pitch gets the corner, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
And another ball. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. Mike Trout up next. And the pitch. Out to short. Turner. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
So first and second with 2 outs. Mike Trout getting ready to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Rogers, the lead runner at second. Acuña at first, 2 out of the inning. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Not even close there. And the count is 1-2. That one hit to right. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Steven Wilson. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Wilson.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies.
Johan Rojas.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. That one just misses. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Kisner, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Kicks and deals.
That's the ball.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch in for a strike. And a count 1-2. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 8th. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. As the lefty gets to work. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Miguel Castro appears to be getting loose. Curtis getting cranked up as well. Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here is Moncada. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Next to hit, Jake Bauers.
1-0.
Olson at third. Moncada at first with no outs. Off the plate, now 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. And a pitch. And strike 2.
2-2.
And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The left fielder, number
2 on with 1 out. Now it's going to be Jared Kelman. First pitch, and he just misses.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And another ball.
2-0.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball there. And there's a strike on the outside corner. At the belt and fires. Bounce to the right side. That's a base hit. Run scores.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
On the mound now, Austin Adams.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So first and second with 1 man gone. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And a good eye there.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan India.
So the lineup flips over, and next for Atlanta, Jonathan India. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Adams, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big time benefit. Righty delivers. Just missed.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
The Phils leading by 4 here in the finale of this 4-game set. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-2. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And they're all loaded up.
The batter, number 7.
2 outs, bases loaded. Brendan Rodgers next up for the Braves. Ground ball right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 7-5.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Two gone with runners at the corners. Here's Ronald Acuña Jr. at the plate. There's a strike. Two on, 2 outs. That one a little bit high, and the count even 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And a 2-1 on the way. Good eye right there.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Out front, rip foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Phillies 7 and the Braves 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tom Cosgrove.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Stop.
The pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now here is Harper.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. The pitch. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Brandon.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Hit hard. That gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So digging in, Mickey Moniak. Two outs.
1-1.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Here's a 1-1. And that's in for a strike. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. begin swinging. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Braves 5. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And now the center fielder, Mike Trout. Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. There's a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Way out front for strike 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
He's 2 outs away. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson. On the corner for a strike. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And the next pitch is way outside.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Moncada, the next to hit, takes outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And he deals. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Jake Bauers. On the ground to first, and it's off the bag. The throw in. Tag, got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, not all saves come easy, but he didn't let things unravel. Good win for the team today.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 runners on base. For Atlanta, 6 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. They left 12 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Our paid attendance at Truist Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.